So we have so many new authors today, and some of the I think two of the new authors, one of the new authors that we had today, we basically just read the first and last SCP, but there's another author that does have more SCPs as we read the very first one, and now we have somebody called Cyan Truth, I assume, and this is the first work of theirs, and they have at least like 10 SCPs, which we'll get to see over time. So Cyan Truth, if you see this video, I'm excited to see what the first work of yours that we get to read, which has a very long title called CJ's Shroom Farm and the Angering of the Fleshball on Acid. So it's a lost situation? Not really. It's just that you make everybody else suffer around you, and then the moment you cancel the subscription, you suffer big time, and then everybody it's just like where your morals are, right? Do you not care about anybody else around you so much that you want to be forever 30, healthy, lucky, while everybody else around you suffers? And then if you cancel it, you die. you die either brutally or painfully. But then the people that suffered because of you get a better life. You know, like it's really up to. Yeah, no, it is a lost situation. It is actually. You know what? I take it back. It is a lost situation. Okay, sorry. Cyan Truth, DJ's Shroom Farm, and the Angering of the Fleshball on Acid. Here we go. What a title. This one is a little bit longer, but hey, this is the second last one of today. We're getting there. Option class safe, pending Euclid. Another one that's pending. We just had that before as well. I'm in. Special containment procedures. Due to the SCP-2648's low threat level, no task force is currently assigned to containment of SCP-2648 itself. Anywhere from 5 to 7 qualified personnel from nearby Site 42 are assigned to SCP-2648 at random for 28-day intervals before rotating out the next round of personnel. SCP-2648 must be under constant 24/7 observation and must be prevented from accumulating any additional matter. As of 7/13/2017, SCP-2648 is housed in a standard steel shipping container at the site of its origin, and is approximately 4 meters in diameter with a roughly spherical shape. Off-site containment of SCP-2648 is currently impossible due to the lack of cooperation from the landowner. POY-2648, but it's pending. And here we have a picture that says the southeastern corner of POY-2648's property, where SCP-2648 was first discovered. Let's have a little look here. Not sure if this is supposed to look, if this is US. I say immediately, like, I was like, if this is US again. I'm not quite sure though. Due to the sheer size of POY-2648's land and the fact that nearly all of it has been contaminated with hallucinogenic substances, operatives of MTF Lambda 14 drug runners are assigned to monitor groundwater and soil composition, and if necessary interfere with local water supply infrastructure in order to prevent spread of compounds to the greater Outer Banks area. If necessary, Lambda 14 operators may assist in containment of SCP-2648 itself. Should the need arise, Lambda 14 operators should communicate water and soil test reading to SCP-2648's containment personnel at least once weekly. Look, I didn't do it, okay? I knew this was Zelda theme. OMG, where have you been? Hey, what can I say? Love myself some Zelda. I played the majority of them. I still need to play Oracle Season Time and Minish Cap, and I think the sequel ones on like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Those are I think those are the ones that I haven't played yet. Other than that, I believe I played majority of the Zelda games. So after playing that many, you gotta have the music. Especially because, let's be honest, Zelda, in my honest opinion, has the best music of any of the Nintendo franchises. And I'm not saying because Zelda is my favorite franchise of Nintendo. I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying I think it has the best music in the Nintendo franchise. Absolutely. I'm sorry, but that shit is legendary. The Legend of Zelda. My man. Yeah, you know it. You know it. Here for you. That's a little bit loud, but yeah. Due to the remote location of the event and the anomaly in question, it is unlikely the civilians other than those involved in the event 1A will become aware of the existence of SCP-2658. It's not the addendum 2, okay. However, if any civilians do become aware, they will be administered Class B amnestics and released. Following the failed attempt at relocation of POY 2648 to Site 42 on 6/24/17, POY 2648 is, as of 7/18/2017, be held indefinitely on the property by Foundation personnel. Also, to answer where have I been, you saw my link fooling around in GG's Discord. I've been here all this time. I never was anywhere else. Don't you feel happy that you clicked on the link? Description: SCP-2648 is an animate. Wait. It's an animate amalgamation of primarily organic matter which roams a 4.8 square kilometer area of privately owned land in the unincorporated community of Outer Banks, North Carolina. Northern Carolina. I cannot make this up. How did we get 9 out of 10? So, well, no, 8 out of 9 SCPs that take place in the US. How is this happening? I never had this before. The anomaly is slightly hostile, sometimes attacking containment personnel. Also, well, I'm not leaving you stuck with my weird ass story. I appreciate your weird ass, to be honest. I'm having a good time with you. I'm honestly, I'm so glad that this happened. Because I assume you were only gonna be here for the SCP readings on Saturday and Sunday. Because on Wednesday through Friday I do streams for with gaming stuff. So, because I assume like Wednesday to Friday you're gonna be busy with like actual work. So I assume I will see you for weekends only. Unless I'm wrong. I love gaming, I get breaks. But don't feel like you have to like, don't force yourself to like watch the gaming ones if you can't. I appreciate you being here for the SCP stuff though. That's what most people know me for anyway, but if it's around this time I'll be free. Well, not around this time. It's 10 p.m. Central European time. That's always a starting time for all my streams. So I assume that's for you maybe not possible on Wednesday to Friday, but I'm there for Friday and Saturday streams, and the rest of the streams I will try to watch. You are very consistent mechanics with like showing up for other streams though, so I really appreciate that as well. Okay, sorry, that's SCP-2648 functions by assimilating mass into its mass, sometimes rearranging itself to benefit mobility and afterwards growing in size. Thus far, SCP-2648 has been seen to assimilate bushes, small scrubs, grass turfs, plastic mesh included, stray pieces of firewood, a squirrel and dead deer carcass, multiple pineapples, multiple species of psychedelic mushrooms, and fresh vegetables of unknown origin. It is theorized that SCP-2648's interior layers are likely composed of a flesh-like substance due to the fact that it's mobile and occasionally excretes a red fluid appearing to be a mixture of blood, mucus, water, and plant matter. However, this fluid could potentially be present due to SCP-2648 regularly assimilating animal carcasses. SCP-2648 emits a slight foul odor, a low humming noise, and travels at speeds of 8 to 40 kilometers per hour depending on terrain. Ugh. So it's this like weird mass. It's just like absorbs everything in its path. After investigation, it was discovered that SCP-2648 is apparently under the supervision of the landowner. POY-2648, so it belongs, like it's like a pet? An individual who claims to have inherited the land from a family member in the late 1990s. POY-2648 is non-anomalous but has been unable to provide legal name, date of birth, or social security number information to both Foundation personnel and law enforcement. Interesting. POY-2648 claims that they do not require a name for spiritual purposes, but they are often referred to as ZJ. POY-2648 is regularly under the influence of various psychotropic drugs, but is cooperative and on most issues, excluding the notions of removing themselves from the property, removing SCP-2648 from the property, or halting the regular use of illegal substances. Oh, this is a big footnote right here. POY-2648 cites the fact that most hallucinogens are not chemically addictive, that instead intentionally continue use in order to directly prevent an unknown event from occurring. POY-2648 elaborates on the parameters of this event in Addendum 1. Oh, you stream right around my lunchtime and afternoon break. You'll catch me now and then. That's like 1 PM for me. Okay, nice. But at the end, I think we'll see you the most of the time on Saturday and Sunday for the SCP stuff. But if you do show up, I always appreciate it. Especially, again, we jive. We jive really well. You followed and subscribed. Yeah, no, I have absolutely no... I would be very delighted to see you pop in on my gaming streams as well. And again, on my Discord, I will inform whenever I don't stream. But for you, if you're not on my Discord, for you, if that time happens, and within like half an hour, I have not popped up for a stream, most likely it's cancelled. Silva is hungry. Let me just feed her real quick. She wants food. Following a lead from an anonymous informant, Dare County Police discovered on the 6th, 20th, 17th that a 3.2 times 3.2 meter section of POY-2648's land was being used for the cultivation of the psychedelic mushroom psilocybe cyanescens. After Dare County Police informed the U.S. DEA of the operation, a Foundation field informant within the DEA reported the existence of SCP-2648 to Site 42 personnel, who then intervened with the case and discussed occurrences with Dare County Police and the DEA. United States Drug Enforcement Administration. Yeah. Given POY-2648's alleged emotional connection to SCP-2648, it was argued by Site 42 personnel that the arrest of POY-2648 could potentially lead to SCP-2648 becoming actively dangerous due to its growth rate and hostility towards the containment personnel. 10 and 1. Law enforcement then agreed to leave the case solely to Foundation oversight, provided the Foundation entirely held all drug trading between POY-2648 and the general public. After this was done, further investigation of POY-2648's land revealed the following: in addition to the aforementioned cultivation of psilocybe cyanens, okay. Several acres in the northwest corner of the property are used to successfully grow the Kona sugarloaf cultivar of pineapple. A plot of soil is used to grow psilocybe semilanceta, another species of psychedelic mushroom. And what if it's just the owner and this giant mass of bush and flesh just getting high together? What if that's all it is? An auxiliary building in which a makeshift laboratory was constructed is used for the purpose of synthesizing lysergic acid dithymolide, as well as the attempted synthesizing of tryptamine. So many footnotes too. LSD acid and DMT. Gotcha. An auxiliary building was attempted used to extract mescaline from peyote cacti grown in the greenhouse. However, POY-2648 cites that the humid North Carolinian climate negatively affected cacti growth despite the artificial greenhouse climate, and that they were not able successfully extract mescaline, a psychedelic alkaloid. But this guy is fucking just creating all the drugs. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted, I'm just... It's got LSD, DMT, and shrooms. Like, what do you want from me, man? Why are you looking at me like I'm the crazy guy? Like, I'm just... Listen, man. It's all natural shit. Following this development, POY 2648 was apprehended by Foundation personnel and held on site on their property while contained procedures and personnel operations were established. POY 2648 is most commonly in the bedroom in the farmhouse or in the upper eastern corner of the property, where SCP-2648 frequently lingers as well. SCP-2648 is notably not hostile toward POY 2648, and POY 2648 did not previously appear to notice that SCP-2648 is animate. This was elaborated upon in the attached interview transcript. I'm just not a psychedelics girly. I've been sober for 10 years too, so I'm not on anything girly anymore. But psychedelics were too much for my anxious self. If you could also do like I do when Afro doesn't stream unless you're busy and binge watch his SCP readings on YouTube, but it's fun. You are here. Also, I want to say after this stream, after we're done with the last SCP, I want to tell you something about a project of mine that I desperately need support on. But let's finish this first before I talk about it. But this one is a long one. God damn, I'm gonna be here till like 3 in the morning. Addendum 1 on the 6th, 23rd, 17th, 2 days after initial discovery of SCP-2648 and 4 days after initial law enforcement intervention with growing and synthesizing operations, POY 2648 was interviewed by Site-42 field agent and biologist Rich Muirfield with the intention of clarifying the connection with SCP-2648 as well as the general situation. The transcript of this interview can be found below. Date 6/23/13/1332. POY 2648. Agent Rich Muirfield. Okay. Begin log. Okay. I think I'm gonna give the POY more like a elderly voice. Like the guy who gets high, I gave him more an elderly voice. But for this guy, we're gonna give him more like a... Good afternoon. I'd like to start, for the record, a bit of your history here. Can you do that? Yeah, of course. Thank you. Alright. So how did you end up on this land? Oh, my, cousin. Your cousin? My cousin, RJ. I'm CJ. He's RJ. Alright. What did your cousin do? Oh, he was a farmer, I think. I'm talking about what he did in terms of receiving ownership of this land. Oh, okay, well, yeah, he was a farmer, and he's a few years older than I am. And when I was coming up, I used to hang with him on the farm. What did he farm? PY 2648 last. And not shrooms, he did like the pineapples, though. Did he teach you how to grow the pineapples? Yeah, those are really good pineapples. A really sweet type of them, and shrooms taste like shit, so they go well with the pineapples. Match that wet dog smell, you know? Alright, so your cousin was slightly older and taught you how to farm pineapples when you were a child, and then ended up transferring ownership of this property to you for the sake of farming. Yeah, right, yeah. Okay, and how old are you again? 29. He's 29, I'm sorry. Okay, he's not an old man. I have way too many YouTube channels. I have AfroFluff, which has my anime reactions and funny video game moments. I have Afro's Sleepy Minecraft Realm, which is my ASMR channel. Which, by the way, if you take Afro Sleepy Minecraft Realm and take all the first letters of each word, it spells out ASMR. It's where I do my Minecraft pixel arting while talking softly. Dr. AfroFluff, as you know. And then the last one it's the thing I want to mention at the end of the stream. That's something I want to mention afterwards. So yeah, I have a lot of channels. way too many. Okay, he's 29, so I will give him over 29. Almost there. When I turn 30, I'm gonna settle down somewhere. Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna do. But it's not, now that's gone. I mean, now that you guys are here, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. Hang on. Now that word is gone. Did someone else live here? PY2648, pause for 10 seconds. Yeah, my friend. Can you elaborate? I mean, what's to elaborate on? This is a rural area, you know? People go missing. Missing? Do you think you could contact the police? I mean, did you contact the police when your friend went missing? PY2648 last. No, you know I can't. You stopped there for a second. Couldn't have contacted them. Also, this town here, it's unincorporated. That means there ain't a town police department. You may have 4 bars on your cell signal, but that doesn't mean there's many civilization here. I mean, civilized people. A town that's, a town that is, there's not really a town. There's just me and this rock and those cliffs over there by the water where it and I used to hang out. Let me write it down for you real quick. So we have, actually, is it the AfroFluff or is it AfroFluff? I forgot. It's been a while since I actually worked with my regular channel. It's the AfroFluff, okay. The AfroFluff is 1. And then we have Afros, Sleepy, Minecraft, Realm. And then the last one, the 4th one, out again, that's for after the stream, like after we're done reading. Because that's the thing I want you to do if you can support the most. So I mean, I appreciate any support on any of the channels, but that one again, we'll get to there. We get there. It's kind of hard to like talk about it without spoiling, but because I'm only like taking so long to read these things, I just want to get the reading done, and then we get to talk about that stuff. It's just me and this rock and those cliffs over there by the water where it and I used to hang out. Who are you referring to? Did they have a legal name? I don't know. What's the name of a soul? I didn't know him by its name, I knew by the way it acted. Oh, I forgot that it shows me when you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I completely forgot I had that. Around me, what a great friend to me. I went missing. People go missing out here all the time, you know. It's a rural area. How exactly did they go missing? Did you witness it? Went to the seafront and didn't come back. There are some cave systems I try to stay away from down there because I see too much in the dark, you know. I ain't want to go there looking for trouble, really. I'm just up here minding my business, trying to get in touch with some stuff people ain't keen on looking for, with just their basic minds. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm getting high as shit, bro. And selling what you grow and civilize, correct? Yeah. Well, how else do I make my money? I have to have electricity and water. I didn't ask to be born in a world where society made it so you can't live off the land. No one did. When your friend went missing by the beach, how long ago was this? A few weeks, I guess. I'm so glad they came back. So thankful. Wait, what? Your friend isn't missing anymore. They were missing, but they came back. Like, missing for a few weeks. Came back a little different. But what's to complain about? Like I said, what's the name to a soul? Same person, size, just a little rearranged. Cowabunga, dude. Cowabunga it is, dude. Muirfield pauses to write. Okay, if you don't mind, we maybe put that topic on the back burner, so to speak, and address the topic of the anomaly. The what? The anomalous. I know what anomaly means, but okay, yeah, this might fix this here. You and I talking. Yeah, see, I still don't know why y'all are here and all that, because you ain't the DEA, you ain't the cops, right? Shrooms aren't really that illegal, you know. You might as well just take the synthetics. We're not here to hear for the drugs. Oh, right. I thought so. Right. The anomaly? The anomaly. There's a ball of grass, for lack of better phrasing, crawling around your property. We'd like to put it in a steel box to stop it from growing further, but it attacks personnel. What do you know about it? It's the only other animate thing in this area other than you. Oh, it? Oh, come on, that's my friend. I told you they looked a little different, but same person inside. What? Muirfield is so dumb with all this nonsense. This guy is like talking out of his ass and making this interview so complicated. What? It's still, you know, they were there for me when no one else was, okay? When I was sick, they took care of me. When I was lonely, they were there for me. When I needed someone to drive to the store, they went for me. I don't have a license, you know. I mean, I can drive, but the ATV's been broken down for a while. How do you get food? I grow it. There's a farm. Okay, but you have no edible food other than hallucinogenic mushrooms and pineapples. And you have no animals. If you had additional assets you're hiding from us, you would be advised to... No, man. I wouldn't do that to y'all. You and I were good. Okay. You may have to look into that at a later date. In the meantime, can you explain how you've been eating then? Or getting supplies for a living? If your friend were missing, you were, during that time, not able to get them to go to the store for you, correct? Right, lots of pineapple. Move the process right. Okay, and you claim that the organic anomaly on the property is your friend, correct? And your friend did not have a legal or casual name that you're aware of. Acknowledged. And now that your friend is back, you cannot go to the store anymore due to the appearance. Move the process right. Oh, I don't see why I can't go to the store. I mean, the store is only a few miles up. It's just, you know, you've kind of quarantined me here and all that. I can't really walk. We are absolutely not intentionally starving you, sir. Oh, I'm not a sir. Right, sorry, I'm neither, man, just a person. What's the name to a so this motherfucker? This fucking junkie, man. I understand. Now again, we are absolutely not intentionally keeping you from eating, and if you haven't had anything to eat for the past few days, please give a list of what you'd like to one of the containment personnel in the tents, and one of them will go for you. Oh, y'all, that is so sweet. But my body, it's got me covered. It feeds you. How? Y'all asked to go to the store for me and all that. I really appreciate it, but you gotta let me see him again. We're all hungry here. Move your pause for 5 seconds. Noted. Regarding your friend, SCP-2648, can I again confirm that you believe your missing friend SCP-2648 to be the same entity? Yeah, I don't really know what you guys find so weird about them, really. If I can say such a thing. Move your pause to right. And just step outside and talk to one of the other personnel for a few minutes. I'll be right back. Sure, yeah, take your time. During this time, Agent Murphy discusses with 2 agents of MTF Lambda 14. Motherfucker is absolutely lost. He's off his rockers. I'm not sure if it's the psychedelics, the LSD, but he just does not realize that he's talking to a giant, morphing, moving grass mold. Yeah, do we just anesthetize him? I wonder if that's gonna work. Like, he's been befriended with this thing for who knows how many years. Yeah, but we can try. We can try, right? Amnestics always has been an option. Amnestics always has been an option, you're right. But with the POY 2648's regular and consistent consumption of hallucinogenic substances could be affecting their visual perception to such a degree that they do not realize that SB-2648 is non-human or indeed observably sentient whatsoever. That's what I'm saying. What if he's just so high, not even realizing that the thing he's talking to is like a giant mass of grass and bushes? MDF Lambda 14 agents agree that this is possible, but the fact that POY 2648 behaves and speaks relatively normally confirms that they are not under any influence of the extreme or a degree. Additionally, one operative notes that SB-2648 is incapable of speech and that POY 2648 likely does not use enough of any substances in an amount that could induce entirely fabricated audio input. Alright, does SCP-2648 speak? No, not really. They were always really quiet. Have you attempted to speak to it since we arrived? No. It probably misses me, man. I feel bad. I can see if you'd be permitted to interact with it, but based on our observation, it is likely unsafe. Trust me, it's fine. I know it well. I was talking with it for a few days before you all showed up. Talking. It doesn't talk out loud. I can hear because my mind is open. You read me? Not everything speaks English, but it speaks. Alright, what does it want? I don't know. To chill? I think y'all are bothering it, man. Just let it be. It's too much of a risk into the area, I'm afraid. If we allow it to grow, we're certainly not attempting or intending to harm it. POY 2648 is silent. You mentioned before that you refuse to stop using drugs because of some sort of what event will occur? If I get off the psychs, my vision will fail again. My eyes, you see, I've gotten used to seeing the full spectrum of what's happening. Imagine if someone took away nearly all your color spectrum and all you could see was red. Grass, trees, buildings that aren't painted red, the ocean, the sky, none of it's there. But you can remember it being there, looking at blank space and knowing you used to see it. That's torture. This guy has some things to go through. That's the result of coming off of addictive substances, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, like he's saying like you're going through rehab. Psychs aren't addictive, especially shrooms. It ain't about addiction, it's about losing sight of the world around you, and the only way to survive is to see it. That sounds like an excuse. Don't get me wrong, that does sound like an excuse an addict would say. No, I'm not addicted. I'm just saying I'm seeing the world for what it is. And I don't want to lose that. The personnel haven't seen you consuming a large amount of substances. While we would advise you against continued consumption, we are not going to actively prevent you from doing so until containment procedures and operations are fully established. So at this point in time, there's no reason to withhold information from us. I'm not withholding, man. I don't take him that much. I just need enough to see, not to fuck everything up. I don't want to be tripping all the time. I don't take him too often. That's why you don't see me stumbling around and shit. But look, hell, if I lose sight of some of this important stuff, it'll be bad. My body won't be happy either. If I stop talking to it, why I don't know what it will think of me. We have a process to write. We may have to revisit that topic. Now you're referring to SCP-2648 when you say your buddy. Look, can I talk to it? It's bound to be getting antsy. I'll see if I can arrange something. Thank you for your time, and again, please let one of us know when you need food. We will advise you to come with us, but... Whoa, no, if you do that, if you take me out here, my body's gonna freak out. It won't be pretty, it came back for me. I just know it did. You bring something back from the missing, from lack of existence, and then you take away from the thing it came back for? You're fucking with fire, and you're fucking with the way the universe functions. If you are allowed to speak with SCP-2648, will you inform it of the option that you both come with us? Well, what about the land? We will maintain it. Will you kill my mushrooms? SCP-2648 has killed more of your mushrooms than we have. It's assimilated. POY-2648 stands from the table. What? You let it eat my shrooms? Come on, man. Those are expensive. We were attempting to contain it, but it's hostile. Look, if you come with us and we let you speak to it, can you convince it to cooperate with containment operations? Fuck, fine. We will stop them from eating my shit. Christ. Alright. Thank you. Yeah. I love how this whole entire time it was like, no, it's my bro. It's my buddy. It's my friend. Oh, by the way, like it's like ate your mushrooms. Like, what the fuck, man? Why didn't you tell me this from the very beginning? You want to tell me it ate my shrooms? And I'm over here like, absolutely not an addict. You're totally not an addict. You're good. An additional notable event titled Event 1A occurred and was transcribed below by Agent Murfield on the 6th, 27th, 17th. This guy sounds wacky. Trust me, voice acting as him, I imagine like from Muirfield, must have been a headache to interview this guy. Event 1A on the 6th, 26th, 17th, POY 264, which makes me. I'm just thinking like, because when Steph told us that they were grading, and I was like, oh, you're a teacher. At the end, like having students, and I don't know why. I feel like students in the US must be so exhausting. So I respect any teacher that has to like just fight through those hordes of teenagers. Because I remember when I was in high school, and like our high school wasn't bad at all when it came to like how we acted. But then I see clips of like American high schools, and I'm just like, I cannot fathom. Yeah, I cannot fathom being in that type of environment. Doesn't help that like all the students constantly have their phones out too, and like some students will literally attack the teacher if the teacher's like, give me your phone. You should not have your phone out in class. I'm just like, how, like, it's crazy, insane. And they're not gay, and then getting paid so little too for all that. During this time, SCP-2648 temporarily simulated POY. Oh my god. The mass just absorbed the guy into its mass, but did not resist this action. SCP-2648 then rolled towards the northern side of the property, growing an additional meter in diameter, knocking over and assimilating the auxiliary building as well as its contents. SCP-2648 later ejected plastics, metals, and chemical compounds containers, but the approximately 40 to 50 completed taps of acid and 34 modified aerosol cans of DMT which the building had previously contained were not found. SCP-2648 then rolled up to the driveway and onto US Highway 264, where it caused a 5-car pileup leading to the hospitalization of 2 civilians and later amnesticization of all 8 involved civilians and 15 involved emergency response crew personnel. Following this event, it was successfully apprehended with the assistance of all 7 on-duty containment personnel and 4 MTF Lambda 14 operatives. When POY 2648 re-emerged, they appeared significantly less emaciated, paler in pallor, and naked, but were otherwise unchanged. Okay, so like, okay, I see. When it was proposed by MTF Lambda 14 operators that this event was likely a joint escape attempt between SCP-2648 and POY 2648, POY 2648 was informed of this suspicion and responded that such a suggestion was absurd and did not reflect the type of interaction they have with SCP-2648. POY 2648 instead cited that SCP-2648 was simply not aware of its growing size and did not realize it held the capacity for destruction. Yo, really, this guy really is like he will die on the hill of like saying like, you know, my bro is innocent, my bro has never done anything wrong, while in the meantime his bro has caused so much destruction. As of the 8th, 1st, 17th, SCP-2648 and POY-2648 are still held on site at the original location of these occurrences and not permitted to interact with each other outside of SCP-2648's containment area. Foundation executives have claimed foreclosure, a later eminent domain on the land in question, and will develop a provisional site for the containment of SCP-2648. Further research into SCP-2648 origins, as well as investigation into the possibility of the claim that SCP-2648 was formerly a non-anomalous human rather than an anomalous entity, is ongoing. As of the 8th, 4th, 17 psychedelic substances are no longer being grown or synthesized on the property, and POY-2648 have become significantly less cooperative. SCP-2648 is pending upgrade to Euclid in light of its increasing size and hostility. Woo! What an interesting one we got here. Ooh, boy. That was a doozy to read. All right, but we are the last one now. Let's get it done. Let's get it done.